What is going on, Panther Lair? We are talking about the Pittsburgh Panthers' loss on the road to the North Carolina Tar Heels, 79-65 this past Saturday afternoon. Now, if you watch the game, you know that pretty much both teams switched everything. I think that North Carolina took advantage of that a little bit more than Pitt. Nonetheless, I think the Panthers did find some success doing that, so thought I'd start off with something positive here. Going to dive into 4 possessions where I think they took advantage of it and talk about them. So let's just dive in. A lot of times, this was available via mismatch, so like in high ball screen situations. You're going to see ideally what I think Pitt was hunting was to get Derek Dixon on Roman Cialepa as much as possible. Cialepa has like a 1-inch and 20-pound advantage here. Plus, he's just a more physical player. So even though the height discrepancy is not a lot, I think down low it's going to add up. Cialepa does a really good job just kind of dragging him into the post. What I like here, though, is that, Cam Corrin, at times, he did have a really good game, obviously, but at times kind of gets locked into making some passes. I'll probably look at that in another video here in this article. But there's other times where he kind of understands, hey, like, let me try to get my guy in a position so I can make a pretty good, pass into the post. And this is one of those examples. See here, Seth Trimble with his back completely turned to the play. I don't know if Amari Witherspoon needs face guarded, but hey, is what it is. And really good angle for Cialepa to turn in and finish off the glass. One of the areas I think the Panthers were able to take advantage of a lot of the switching was in transition. Pretty much, the Tar Heels were just trying to pick up anybody. Obviously got to pick up the furthest man back. So I think Pitt may have had a few more opportunities in this than they ended up being able to take advantage of. But it does look like Panthers here in transition. Cialepa already on Dixon here. And again, sometimes what I think they did a good job of was, kind of connecting. So maybe the angle's not here to just throw this completely over the top, or at least DeMarco Minor doesn't feel comfortable throwing this over a player that could be, several inches taller. So instead throws this back out to Corrin. Corrin has a direct pass over the top into Cialepa, patient with the finish. Again, kind of coming out of transition here. This is already a mismatch. Unable to get into the post, no big deal. But you'll also see that, Corrin has a mismatch as well, and like the post is being fronted here. So what he's able to do, what I really like Cialepa doing, is he flashes through the free throw line, makes himself available, creates a passing angle for a high-low over the top here to Corrin. So, I mean, again, Witherspoon could make this, but this is going to be tough, right? Because you have a low man here, you're really cheating off, basically splitting, saying, hey, any lob over the top, I'm going to erase. The skip pass that's going to go all the way to the cross here to no just Indricitis. His man's definitely going to be able to cover by that time. So what does Cialepa do? His man releases because they're just going to switch this. And so he just flashes right there at the free throw line, creates the angle over the top. And Corrin with an easy finish. Here we go. This is going to be another example of making that pass into the post. So Cialepa, Dixon, mismatch. Corrin, who always raises, fronting the post. And just a nice left-handed pass through 2 defenders, actually. And another good patient finish by Cialepa. So overall, I think that the Panthers did a pretty good job taking advantage of this. Obviously, it didn't result in a win, but it's certainly something they could build on. I think the more Cialepa gets comfortable in the post, particularly against mismatches, I think the better the team's obviously going to be.